Good morning. All right. Friday. Rainy day. So let's get going and we'll get warm and all ready for this Friday. It will certainly be nice when we can see some sun. I was talking to my friend in Oakville and she says it's a sunny day there, so hopefully the sun is coming. All right. So Pilates stretch today. So again, let's work on our posture, right? So shoulders are back, palms are forward. There you go. Shoulders are in their sockets. Rib cage is up, core is engaged. Breath is out. Big arm circles all the way up and around. Try to keep that posture like that the whole time, focusing on lengthening and range of motion and breath work. Nice, big, easy breaths in and out. All the way back. All right. Let's do some shoulder rolls. And again, exaggerate your motions, right? We're trying to increase our range of motion. Okay, and the other way. All right, let's put our arms out nice and wide, reaching way out there. All right, relax those shoulders. Let's come across for 4. Squeeze in the back. 3, 2, and 1. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's go all the way up to the sky. Just start swaying side to side, nice and slowly. Big breaths into your lungs and back out. And then let's start pushing that rib cage out. Keeping that belly pulled into your back. And all the way up to the sky. All right, we're going to do our 6 full body squats, coming down those side walls, booty back. Nice big deep breath up and out, coming down. Fill those lungs with air. Reach for the sky. Squeeze those glutes. One more. And let's come all the way down to your sides. All right. Okay, let's do 3 air squats backwards. 1, 2, 3, and forwards. 3, 2, and 1. And the other leg. I'm supposed to be golfing today in a charity golf day. Oh, it's going to be wet. All right, up on our tippy toes. All the way up, squeezing those calves. Down on 1, up on 2. Squeeze. Whoopsie. Squeeze. All right, and let's just turn around. Walk around up on your tippy toes. Be nice and tall. We're Barbies. We're Barbies. All right, and coming all the way down. All right, let's roll those ankles. Ankle. And go on the outside of that foot. And on the inside. Up on those toes. Roll them across. Push your arch forward. All right, and let's do our plantar fasciitis stretch. Okay, bringing those toes towards your heel, making the arch come up, and give it a little shake. All right, let's do the other one. Rolling, 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 and the other way. Right, and on the outside, and on the inside. Up on those toes. Scrunch across those toes, pushing the arch forward. And let's bring that arch up high. If you can bring that arch up high and wiggle your toes. And give it a little shake. All right, let's do our wrists and ankles. So standing nice and tall, rib cage up, core is engaged. You can have your hands out to the side or wherever you like. All right, tilt that pelvis that tiny little bit. And let's bring this knee up and let's do circles with your wrist and ankle, other way. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, wave it. Woo-hoo, waving, waving. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. All right, let's do the other side. Tilt that pelvis a tiny bit. Try to keep our hip bones square, right? All right. It's not an easy thing. I always say that's not an easy thing. It's not. You have to train, like really concentrate and train it. I remember a long time ago going to a physiotherapist and she was trying to teach me how to walk. And it's very true. We all don't walk properly. All right, give it a shake. But and give your legs a shake. All right, jump it up and down. Got to drain those lymph nodes. Come on. Breathe out. Okay, let's put those arms out nice and wide. We're going to do small arms, reaching from wall to wall, right? Relax those shoulders. Pulse it forward for 6, 5, 4. Push that cement. Push it. 3, 2, and 1. And backwards. Again, relaxing those shoulders. 1, 2. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Feel those tiny muscles working. 5, 6, and let's push it up. You got big cement blocks on those hands. Push it up. And let's push it down. Feel the different muscles. And 6 circles. And the other way. And give them a little shake. All right, and let's just work those little muscles in our lower body. So we're going to work on some squats. So let's have our hands up in prayer. And we're just going to tiny pulse it, pushing your booty back, coming down. Okay, your core is engaged, rib cage is up. Your head is being pulled up to the sky, so you're nice and tall. Just coming down nice and slowly. Booty goes way back. Go down as low as you can. And pulse it back up nice and slow. All right, and let's do it again. Nice and just smooth. Going down, not pulsing. All the way down. How low can you go? And up, squeezing those glutes. Come on, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze them. And back down. Pulse it down here. And let's go up, squeezing those glutes, start tilting up pelvis. Come on, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze all the way up. And shake it out. All right, let's just give a nice little pat all the way up. Okay, let's move those organs around. Get those fascia all unstuck. And let's go up our arms. Across our chest. Down our neck. And across our face. And right underneath that skull. Right, get in there and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, and let's work on those eyes. Shift those eyeballs, right, left, keep wiggling, right, left, right, left, up and down, up, down, up, down. Now circle those eyes and then circle them the other way. All right, and dump it out. All right, we're gonna get going here. We're gonna start with step 1, 2, starting with your right leg, right, left, kick, right, left, extend, swing those arms, cores engaged. Okay, one more. All right, and let's switch sides. Left, right, kick, left, right, extend. One more, come on. Be tall. Okay, and now we're going to just put that there. We're going to do our go work to the side, our side lunge crunch. We're going to stay in side lunge for a second, right? So let's go side lunge, step it out to the side. Booty goes way back, so your knee's not over top of your toes. You're just going to stay here for a second. Let it stretch out. All right, and come up, and we're going to crunch it. And let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Where's your rib cage? 3, 2, and 1. And let's do the other side. First one, we're going to stay down there. All right, you ready? Crunch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And let's do, for this one, we're going to go squat, squat, extend. Okay? So squat, squat, extend. Squat, squat, extend. Reaching to the sky. Booty goes way back for those squats. Reach. Reach. 2 more. 1 more. Awesome. Okay. Whew. Okay, let's stand at the end of your mat. And let's go up to mountain man. Reaching nice and high. And let's just reach over to one side, stretching that baby finger up there and over to the other side. Back to center. And let's come down those side walls all the way down to ragdoll. All right, let's pulse those feet out. Just letting those arms hang. And when you're ready, you can have your heels down. Stretching your lower back and your glutes and the backs of your legs here. Sway side to side. All right, bring those hands down. Soft bend in the knees. We're going to roll up your spine, middle of your spine. So start straightening your legs. Slowly, finding that lowest vertebrae. Roll her up. And roll your shoulders back and coming up to the sky and back down. All right, soft bend and your right arm longer than your left. Weight is distributed evenly over both feet. We're going to open up the left side of the vertebrae. So focus on the left side and then start rolling up. And roll your shoulders back. And then one more time, all the way up and back down. Soft bend, and let's do the other side. Pulse it. And rolling all the way up. And roll those shoulders back, coming all the way up and back down. Let's walk our hands out to downward dog. Pulse those feet out, pushing that heel down into the mat. Feel your calves stretching. And then heels come down. Let's push away from those hands. Push those chest to your knees. And let's sway it side to side again. Breathing in and out. Still pushing your chest towards those knees. Let's bring that right leg all the way up behind you. 3 kicks. Bend that knee and let's look underneath that right arm. Reaching that knee to that back wall. Crickety crack. Straighten that leg out. We're going to come into our chest for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on this one, let's bring that foot all the way to your right thumb. We're in low lunge. And let's bring that right arm up to the sky. Looking at those fingers. And we're going to switch legs. So plank. Left leg comes up. Let your hips just sink naturally. And then left arm all the way up. And switch again. Right arm up. And then we're going to bring both hands together in front of that right foot. Palms are being pulled together. Power up to high lunge. Belly to your back. I don't want you arching. Ready? Up and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High lunge. Let's bring, woo, I'm tipping. Bring those hands all the way down those side walls, coming on the inside of that right foot. Drop that left leg, wiggle this right foot out to the edge. All right, and we're just going to put a little pressure on that leg, opening it up. On the outside, push the knee into palm, bring it in, out. Knee to palm, in, out. Come on. Nicely done. All right, keeping it on the edge of that foot. Like that. So you can see me, okay? All right, we're going to go down into lizard. And just breathe. Right, I'm coming back up on my hands. I'm going to bend my left leg. So my heel is coming to my left butt there. And if you want to, grab that with your left hand. And again, slowly, just pull it towards your left cheek there, keeping the right leg open. And breathe. Bring that leg down and let's bring this right foot to the center and going up on your heel. Again, making sure that your left knee is underneath your left hip. All right. And you're going to push your booty back, lengthen your left arm down the mat, push your booty back, and then bring your chest down and breathe. The whole time, your left knee is underneath your left hip. So when you're coming down, your right shoulder should be above your right knee. All right, and bring that foot back to the mat and going right into plank from here. So you're going to bring that right leg back, belly to your back, and breathe for 10, 9, lengthen your torso, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, push those shoulders back, 3, 2, and 1. Go back to downward dog. Push away from your hands. Belly being pulled up to the sky. Sway those hips side to side. Feel the stretch right from your elbow to your hip as you sway it. And let's bring that left leg up behind you. 3 kicks. Going to do the same thing on this side. Look underneath that left arm. Reach that knee way back. Still pushing toward your knee. And we're coming into our chest for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And all the way through to your left thumb. We're back into low lunge on the other side though. All right, so just let gravity work. Let those hips just sink. And then you're going to bring that right hand all the way up, opening up our chest. Look at those fingers way back there and coming back down. Plank, switch legs. And then left arm comes up. And let's switch legs. Again, you go at your own pace here. All right. And from here, we're going to go up to high lunge. So bring your hands in front. We're going to power up from that left leg all the way up. Reach for the sky, belly to your back, up and down. 6, 5, 4, reach for the sky. 3, 2, and 1. High lunge. Nice big deep breath in and out. Let's bring those hands all the way down to the inside of that left foot. And we're going to drop that right leg, shoelace to the mat, wiggle this left foot out. And again, there we go. All right, you're up on the edge of that foot. Push that leg out and in, out, and then push the knee into palm as you bringing it in. Keep that resistance as you're bringing it in and out. Awesome. All right, let's leave it out. And we're going to go down into lizard. So going down on your forearms only if you can. And breathe for 3. And let's come all the way back up. Wiggle that foot to the center, up on your heel. And again, making sure that you are square, right? So that hip is out over top of that right knee. Push your booty back, lengthen your right arm, and bring your chest down. Pushing booty back, feel the stretch down that left leg, and extend that right arm down the mat, nice stretch. Awesome. What did we forget to do? All right, coming back up here, let's bend that right leg. All right, and just bring that heel to your right cheek. And then bring it back down. And let's from here, let's get right into plank. Push those shoulders back. Lengthen your head and feet from wall to wall. Belly to your back. And let's do a plank twist to the right. The plank twist to the left. Down to chaturanga. So I'm dropping my knees and going down to the floor. And I'm going to push my chest up, baby cobra. Wiggle those hips and squeeze those shoulders together. Come down to the mat and let's do that again. Chest up. Relax those hips. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Coming all the way back down. And we're going to go back up to plank. To downward dog. Push away from those hands. And then walk those hands all the way to your feet. Soft bend in those knees. And roll all the way up. And roll those shoulders back. And let's get right into snowbirds from here. Extend that right leg. Rib cage up. Arms are long. Let's bring that left arm down and up and bring that other arm across for 6, 5. Lengthen your head to that wall, to the roof. Your right outer foot is flat on the floor. 6. And we're going to go down for a wing dip. So you're going to touch the floor, come all the way back up. We're going to stay up here. Reach for the sky and reach down that leg. And wing dips, keeping that rib cage up. 1, 2, 3. Really lengthen those arms. 4, 5, and 6. And then bring that left hand down and right leg up. Toe pointing down, bring it up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And toe tap, heel at the back, toe in the front of the mat. Close and open that hip. And then lengthen. And we're going to crunch. Crunch it in. 1, 2. Really bring that belly in. 3, 4, 5, and 6, and lengthen. And let's come all the way up to the other side. All right, hands are out, rib cage up, shoulders are down, up and across. Keep that core engaged. And wing dips, touch the mat. Come up, we're gonna stay up here. Look at those fingers way up there. Stretch down that leg. And here we go, 6 dips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Bring that hand down. Other hand on your hip. Leg is up. Nice and heavy. Bring her up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Toe tap, heel tap, toe tap. Open the hip and close the hip and open the hip and close. Feel it. And lengthen. Really reach from wall to wall. And let's get tiny. 1. And lengthen. And let's come all the way up onto your knees. We're going to do surrender from here. All right, so I want you nice and tall, shoulders are back, rib cage is up, bring your hands up. All right, I really want you to push that belly into your back. And we're going to take this right hand, swing it around, and you're going to touch your heel, your toe, or the mat behind you, and come up for 4. 1, keep that belly pulled in. 2, 3, and 4, and the other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's get right into tabletop from here. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Okay, we're going to get right into bird dog. So let's do left arm, right leg, belly to your back, because you don't want to be arching, right? And we're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Lengthen those arms from wall to wall. And breathe. All right, and we're going to slide those limbs out to the side and back for 6, 5. Keep that belly in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring that hand down, rainbow tap. So tap on the right side of the mat, and then on the other side, looking at that foot. 1, 2, keep the core engaged. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let's lengthen and do 4 crunches in and out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's just go directly up to the other side. Right arm, left leg, belly into your back, and lengthen. All right, you ready? Let's slide it out to the side for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rainbow taps. 1, look at that foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then bring that hand back up for 4 crunches. 1, 2, 3. Can you do it? And 4. And lengthen. And we're going right down to child's pose from here. Ooh, I'm hot. Okay. Nice big deep breath in and out. Walk those hands down the mat. Just rocking side to side. Let's walk those hands over to the right, left cheek off the left heel. Nice big deep breath in and out. And then that same thing going over to the other side, right cheek off right heel. Make sure you always have a nice big deep breath in and out, sinking further into that pose. And then back to center. And let's bring our forearms down to the mat. Open up your knees, keeping your toes together. All right, and we're going to thread the needle with our hands. So doing some shoulder and chest work. Let's look at those fingers way back there. Coming down, thread the needle, palm is up, cheek is down onto the mat. Nice big deep breath in and out. And repeat all the way up and through. This time all the way up and bring it to the back of your head. And let's do antler in and out for 3, 2, and 1. And then bring that hand back down. And let's do the same thing on the other side. Bring that arm up. Look at those fingers. Thread the needle. Cheek to mat. And breathe. All the way up and through. All the way up and hand behind your head for antler. In and out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring that hand back down to the mat. And we're just going to push right up on into tabletop again. Okay, we're gonna do some cat and cow work, kissing cow too. All right, so your shoulders are over top of your wrists, your knees are over underneath your hips, 3 clicks of the heel. Make a wish for today. All right. So cat and cow, we're going to push our hands into the mat, push them in, and then resist bringing them back to your knees, keeping that resistance going up to kissing cow. Go all the way up to cow and kiss now. Big exaggeration kiss. And release. Push into the mat and then away from your body, going up to cat. Keep that resistance. Have a nice little wiggle when you're up there, chin to chest. And relax. One more. Into the mat. Resist bringing them to your knees, going up to kissing cow. Facial yoga. And release. And a cat. In. Pushing those hands away from your body. Chin to chest. Belly being pulled up to the sky. and release. And then let's sit down on our mat with our legs out in front. All right, start giving them the nice little wiggle wiggle. And as we did a lot of wrists on the tabletop, so let's just give those wrists a nice little shake as you're opening up those legs nice and wide. Your hand, get up there on those sit bones. All right, sitting nice and tall. Your head is being pulled up to the sky. Let's bring those hands out in front. Toes are pointing up. Belly to your back, rib cage up off your hip bones. We're going to take that right arm, swipe it across to the back, reach the other one towards that toe, lengthen those arms, breath out, coming all the way down to that right leg. Lengthen those arms. Come back up. Let's come all the way across. Same thing. Lengthen those arms from wall to wall. Breathing as you're coming down, breathing out. Back up and again to the other side. And last time on this side. And come back up to the center. Let's walk our hands out front. As far as they can go, looking straight down. Try to keep that neck, always trying to keep your neck in line with your spine. Big breath in and out. Then just collapse down. All right, push yourself back up to sitting tall and wiggle those legs shut about 3/4. Let's bring this right leg, foot into your inner left leg and open, let that leg just drop. Try to be sitting nice and tall so that you're on your sit bones still. Okay, put a little pressure on that leg. Just a little. And breathe. Be tall. All right. And, oh, sorry, 3 crazies from here. So put that other right hand behind you. And that's 3 crazies looking way, way back. 1, 2, and 3. All right, now let's do the other leg. Left leg comes in, foot to inner leg. All right, and again, I want you sitting up nice and tall. Your head is being pulled up to the sky. You can help yourself support with your arms, putting a little pressure. Right toes going up to the sky, so you know that's in line. All right, and 3 crazies from here. 1, 2, and 3. Awesome stuff. And then let's sit with our legs straight in front of us. Hands come all the way up to the sky. Nice forward fold. So walking down that ceiling, down the wall, start looking at your knees because your neck is in line with your spine. Reaching for the wall in front of you. Breathe out. In and out. Reach, reach, reach. And then collapse down and massage your calves or your feet, or even your knees, wherever you are. And nice big breaths in and out. Slowly come all the way back up and roll those shoulders back. Hands come out in front. We're going to tilt our pelvis and we're going to roll all the way down nice and slowly. Slow as you can go. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming all the way down to the mat, hands behind your head. Let's lengthen hands and feet from wall to wall. And then right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. And then bring your hands to T. Bring your knees up above your hips. Belly to the mat. And let's bring those knees over to the right for a nice supine twist. So knees come over onto the right. You're looking to the left. And then bring that hand on top of those hands, those knees for an added stretch. And breathe for 3. Back out and knees come back up to center above your hips. And we're going to go over to the other side. Looking to the right. Knees come back up and bring those knees down to the mat. Let's cross that right leg over your left knee. Open up that right knee. Bring it into your towards your belly button, and you're going to push the knee to palm, and open that leg up. 1, knee to palm. Keep that resistance. Just open and close. And then let's grab behind that left knee, pull it towards your chest, pull and push out with that right, making sure your left heel is in front of that left knee. Left knee is in front of that left shoulder. And release. And let's switch legs. Give a nice little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then you're going to take that left leg over top of your right knee, open it up, and then bring that knee to your belly, knee to palm, and open up. Knee to palm. And then let's grab behind that right knee, pull and push. Awesome. And then coming all the way back down. Let's hug both knees. Bring them to your chest. Rock and roll to side. And then let's extend one leg, your right leg hugging your left. Really pushing that right leg to that back wall and hugging. And switch. Lengthen and hug. And switch. And switch. All right, and then bring your both legs down to the side. And let's just come over onto our sides. And we're just going to go up into a nice side plank from here. Right, so your elbow is underneath your shoulder. You can either stack your legs or stagger, Want you reaching for the sky. And let's do 2, thread the needles and back up. 1, 2, and then I want you to try to bring that top leg up and back down, up and back down, and then come all the way back down, and let's just switch sides. That's a hard one, so try it. All right, so going up on to side plank on the other side. Again, your elbows underneath your shoulder, reaching for the sky. Nice big deep breath in and out. And let's thread the needle for 2. Follow that hand with your eyes. Open up that chest. Thread. And back up. And then bring that top leg up. Back down. Back up. And back down. And coming all the way back down. And we're going to lie back down on our backs. Hug our knees. Roll side to side. Whew. And then lengthen our arms and legs. Hands are together. Really lengthening. I want you to focus on pushing that belly to the mat. Really push that belly into the mat. And then you can roll your hips towards your belly button. And we're going to take both hands to your right foot up to the sky. 1, 4, 6. Really lengthen. 2, nice and slow. Push the belly to the mat. 3, 4, really lengthen those limbs. 5 and 6, right arm to T, left arm, right leg, reaching, try to reach above your hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, belly to the mat. 5 and 6, both hands together, lengthen, belly to the mat, push it in, roll those hips towards your belly button, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, push the belly to the mat. 5 and 6, left arm to T, let's go. 1, try to touch the outside of that foot. 2, and you're meeting at the top of your hip. 3, 4, 5 and 6. And let's bring those legs up above your hips. Open them up nice and wide. All right. We're going to crisscross and thread through, pulsing for 4. All right, so let's crisscross, applesauce, open, and let's pulse your hands through. 1, 2, 3, 4, crisscross, open, pulse it. 1, reach for that wall, crisscross, open, pulse, crisscross, open, and then just lie back down, bringing your feet to the ground. Let's put your hands on your right knee and let's just make circles with that knee. And then let's go the other way. And let's do the same thing with the other leg. Make big circles with that knee, and then the other way. Bring that foot down. Let's measure up from fingertips to heel, right? And we're just going to do a nice vertebrae roll up. All right, so I want you to pick up that blueberry with your cheeks, and then we're going to go up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up to your shoulders, all the way up there. And let's come down, vertebrae by vertebrae, and release that blueberry. One more time, pick up that blueberry. Rolling up. You have to really tilt that pelvis to get the lowest vertebrae on your back. Rolling all the way up. Let's bring our hands together underneath our bodies. Go a little higher. You still have that blueberry? And then let those hands go, and we're coming all the way down again. And let's give our legs a nice little hug. Straighten those legs out, arms and legs out, and we're going to roll over onto our bellies for a couple Supermans. So looking straight down at the mat, belly to your back, both hands and legs up for 3, 2, 1, and down. And up, 1, 2, 3, and down. One more. Up, 1, 2, 3, and down. And let's bring our hands to our shoulders. Push up into child's pose. And just sway it side to side. And then we're going to drag our hands down the mat towards our knees. You're rounding your back, up your quads, chin to chest, and roll those shoulders back. And then let's cross our legs in front of us. Open up those legs. Oh, I'm feeling pretty flexible right there on that side. Switch up. Oh, yeah. Happy. All right. Let's take that left hand, place it over your right knee. Look, you're nice and tall. Look behind. Your head is being pulled up to the sky. 2 breaths. And then come over to the other side. Same thing. Relax those legs. Sitting up nice and tall. And come back. Soles of your feet together. Bring them in. Open up those legs. Hands come back. And let's do a couple knee taps, pushing your hip flexors forward. Awesome stuff. And you sit any way you want to sit. Let's just do some neck work. All right, so we're sitting up nice and tall, rib cage up. Relaxing. Let's take that left ear over to your left shoulder. Stay there for a second. See how it feels. Doesn't feel good to me. All right, eyeballs up. Eyeballs down. Come back to center. Other side. Ooh. All right, ear to right shoulder. Your shoulders don't move. Now look up. And look down. And then come back to center. Let's take our chin over to our right shoulder. And let's come all the way across, to the other side. Gotta work on that side. And come back to center. And 3 big circles with your nose. 1, 2, 3, other way. 3, 2, And one. And let's put our thumb and fingers right at your wrist. Squeeze that wrist and give those wrists a little shakeroo. Other side. And then let's turn lengthwise onto our mat for 3 rock and rolls. 2 ragdoll. 2 and 3. Coming up to ragdoll. And we're going to stay here for a bit, so just let those shoulders hang, right? Just let them hang out of their sockets. Want, you can sway side to side. All right, and let's give those legs a nice great big hug. Say thank you, legs, for everything you do. Making me walk, play, and relax. Hands come down, soft bend in those knees. All right, we're going to roll up our spines. Nice and center. And roll those shoulders back. And let's shake it out. High fives. We'll see everybody on Monday.